Hey everyone, and welcome back to Robbie's Backstage Bants. Today I have a super special guest with me. Would you like to introduce yourself and say who you are and what you play?
Of course, I'm Katie Tonkinson and I play Bonnie Parker in the UK and Ireland tour of Bonnie and Clyde.
So exciting. I mean, it's a fantastic show. Like, it was brilliant. I saw it in the West End as well, and it's just
Sure.
as brilliant on tour as it is in the West End. Nothing's changed. Well, nothing massive's changed. Maybe tiny little
Mhm.
tweaks to the show, but
Little,
nothing as in the spectacle of the show has changed. Everything is as it was, which is amazing to see because a lot of tours sort of scale down,
yeah.
whereas none of that's happened here, which is
Mhm.
amazing. Now, for those who haven't seen the show and don't know about Bonnie and Clyde, which how do you not know? But would you like to tell us a little bit about Bonnie?
Sure. Well, she is part of the duo, Bonnie and Clyde. It's she's quite a character. She's feisty. She's a bit sassy. She's really not scared to speak her mind. But she has all these kind of hopes and dreams of being famous. She wants to be in the movies. She wants to be a star. And I guess her sliding doors moment of she meets Clyde, that kind of chance meeting, she falls hopelessly in love with this man. And, they end up embarking on this kind of crime spree and adventure. And it ends up sort of being what projects her into the spotlight. That is, she kind of gets her wish in a way. Like, so
Yeah,
it's a bit of yeah, not so I wouldn't go with her methods, but I guess it's
not quite the way
um,
she wanted it, but hey, it worked
yeah, it's
out
cool.
in the end.
Really fun to play as well. She's
Yeah. And
she's
you
a
do it
character.
fantastically as well, of course. So obviously Bonnie and Clyde's quite a well-known sort of story. How did you do your research for Bonnie? Did you go into quite some depth with that?
Yes and no. So I like to have an idea of the kind of context of the times that people would be in. I think like that kind of like Great Depression era, and what will their surroundings be like? And it was called like the Dust Bowl.
Yeah.
It's hot, it's dirty, it's dusty. No one's got any money. Like it's a really not great time. Um, and I did watch some kind of documentary, did quite a little bit of reading about her and them and their life, and watched the Highwaymen film, which is
I
really cool.
love that film.
It's so good. Yeah, I think that was quite again, you don't really see them that much in it, but you kind
No.
of get an idea of the kind of world that they're in. And I had watched the show at the Garrick as well,
Yeah.
but I did. I wanted to like know sort of her main kind of personality traits, I guess, or what she was maybe like kind of famous for, but I didn't want to feel like I was copying
Yeah.
anyone else. So I kind of wanted it to be like my version of her, and um just wanted to like react properly how I think she, how Clyde would be, and if
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
annoyed,
totally.
like it's yeah.
That's great though, because you can get into a thing of, oh, I'm playing a historical character. I've got to be exactly what people think she is. Whereas it's nice to bring a bit of you into it too.
Yeah, definitely that. I think that was quite important for me. I didn't want to feel like I was acting.
Yeah,
It's like I want to feel like I am her, kind of, if that makes
yeah,
any sense.
yeah. Because she's, real person, and you've got to feel.
Mm.
I suppose you've got to feel the way she does to sort of go with the way she is in the show and the things she
Yeah,
ends up doing.
yeah,
Um, you
yeah.
know, not to glorify criminals or anything, but I
It's
find that so strange because musicals like Bonnie and Clyde, oh my God, I think maybe it's a little bit different over here, but it's like they were criminals, but we want them to sort of succeed when you're watching this story, and it's like the way theater can make you feel is
that.
is like that. So what
Yeah,
can
I
people
think.
expect from Bonnie and Clyde?
Uh it's ultimately it's a love story. I think you're really hooked, you're really invested in their relationship, and as you say, you are, as the audience, you are kind of on their side, even though they're doing, they're not nice people, they're not doing things you should be praising. But I think because people are in such a dire circumstance of life, they were really kind of getting back at America. So these guys were kind of, fighting back at the system, I guess, in that respect. So those kind of themes I think resonate with people now a little bit. It's kind of that kind of fight back attitude. But it's a love story. It's true crime. It's, it's drama. There's lots of family dynamics in it. It's the music in it is just insane. Like you can't help but kind of get swept up in this sort of country, rocky, gospel stuff. There's vaudeville, there's jazz in it. It's a bit poppy at points. Like it's an amazing. Even if you just went for the music, let alone the
Yeah.
story, you would have an amazing night of entertainment. So I guess, yeah, a wild night of entertainment that you will be swept up in and have a bit of an emotional roller coaster along the way, I guess. Yeah.
Mm. I just really want the car, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, we did actually do
I saw
a day
this.
around in the old car. Yeah, it was really cool. It was like an actual 1930s like Ford kind of roadster thing. It was really cool, but no seat belts, and I don't think probably the easiest thing to drive
No,
now.
I was supposed to be there, but I was busy. I was too busy being student. You know that happens sometimes, and
Oh,
you've got to just
oh,
be a
that.
student. It's the worst role to play. No, it's a good role. It's a good role. So how's tour life? How are you finding it? I mean, you've been on tour for a little while now, not too long, but
Yeah, what we week 5, week 6, something like that. But I like it. There's loads of places. I've done kind of international touring, and I've worked on cruise ships and things. So being away from home's not a new thing for me. But there's loads of places like on my doorstep where I've literally never been. So I'm loving it, kind of exploring all these new places, seeing these amazing theatres. Yeah, I think, and just sort of knowing like what the different crowds are like. That's always quite fun
yeah.
because different places like react really differently. So I'm really enjoying that. It can be tiring, the sort of traveling around and repack up your case again, off you go. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. It's nice. You can't get bored because there's something different kind of happening every week. So yeah.
Some new gorgeous theaters around the UK as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I really love like kind of old school, like the red chairs, the gold, that kind of like proper vintage looking theatres. So I was absolutely blown away by I love the Wolverhampton Grand, and it's the Sunderland Empire. I
Sunderland
was
is
just like
beautiful.
stunning. Yeah, I
It
love
is.
them.
Yeah, that's I've seen a lot of things there growing up, sort of. So that's
Uh,
beautiful venue.
what a venue. Like that's, yeah, amazing.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite number in the show? Because I mean, obviously you got some gorgeous songs that you sing.
Yeah, I don't want to skip any of them. I love all of them. I love singing Too Late to Turn Back Now. That's kind of like a little rocky moment, kind of,
So much fun.
Bonnie's putting her foot down. I've got a growl in there, kind of when,
Yeah,
yeah,
get it in there.
um, yeah, but I love listening to When I Drive, gets me really like pumped up,
Yes.
and I love that song. And anything the preacher, jazz singing anything, he could sing the alphabet to me, and I'd probably just go, yeah, that's brilliant. Can I have that on repeat, please?
I would be there for the alphabet. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'd have that. Get that recorded. So,
Yeah.
is there a venue that you're really excited to visit? Because a lot of people get to go and visit their hometowns on the tour. So, is there a venue that you're really excited for, or were really excited for, if you've been there already?
Yeah, for me, I guess so I live in Norwich now, so that was lovely to have a kind of home crowd week, and see lots of friends and family, and like actually have people in that that
Yeah.
was really lovely. Never performed at the Theatre Royal, so that was kind of a nice tick bucket list moment. And I grew up near Brighton, so all my family and everyone that's known me since I was little, and all my like school friends and things are all still down there. So in July we're doing the Brighton Theatre Royal, and I've seen things there as a kid, so I'm so excited to kind of be the other side. Yeah, Brighton definitely as well.
Amazing. That's so exciting. And it's quite a nice set of venues on the tour. You've got quite a lot to go to in a lot of different places. So you can see the whole
Yeah,
country.
literally that. Saying there's like so many places I've never been to, so I'm kind of taking things off my list as I go. It's great.
Have you been doing sort of like cultural things in the different areas together?
Yeah, we're trying to. I mean, it's quite the first bit of the tour's a bit relentless because
Yeah.
straight out rehearsals, tech, and everyone's just sort of getting their bearings with how tour's going to make how tired you are. And bless them, lots of people have had kind of like cover rehearsals and swing rehearsals and all those kind of things. So we are now starting to kind of like venture
Yeah.
out and see, kind of get some things in the diary of like, oh, what we're going to Scotland, for example. We were going, right, where can we get to that we have not been or haven't seen? And yeah, so we are definitely trying to kind of tick some things
Yeah.
off for sure.
That'd be nice. I mean, there's a lot of you to go different places and things. Some of the smaller tours, it's like, oh, you can go and do that. But for you guys, there's there's quite the team.
Yeah.
I mean, you're all fantastic. Have you had any onstage mishaps yet? You haven't been in too long. I was there in Guildford when the bath went the wrong way.
Oh yeah,
Um,
we love ask a bit hit and miss sometimes.
that was
It's a bit
fun.
like have there been any? I mean, sometimes there's the scene after Clyde and Bonnie have kind of gone to Bonnie's house,
Yeah.
and the mum comes, and obviously they're kind of struggling to quickly get dressed. Sometimes if I don't pick up my dress the correct way, we end up a bit kind of that ends up a bit of a kerfuffle. Um, Otherwise, nothing the audience would ever know.
Touch wood.
Touch yes, so
Mm.
far. Oh, sorry, my
Oh,
lights have gone off.
and the lights.
Not the lights. There we go.
This
Sorry.
happens. So, do you know what? The amount of times this happens, it's just so funny. I think I should make a compilation of people getting up and turning the lights back on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the show is coming to Woking, which is quite near
Mm,
London, which is great for anyone
mm.
in London. Are you excited to come to Woking? It's a lovely venue.
Yeah, definitely. It's really nice that like London people can kind of see it easily for sure. I've got quite a lot of London friends that I'd love to come and watch. The actual theatre I've never performed at either, but I did when I first started Bat Out of Hell. Our rehearsals were in Woking on the stage, so it was kind of I've kind of done rehearsals there, but I've never actually done the full.
There.
That would be a nice kind of like full circle moment from like my first kind of musical theatre job to
Yeah.
doing this.
Oh, that's
Um,
amazing. And that's the 23rd of April till the 27th of April. Got to get that right because that's the only thing I've written down here. Quick. And one big final question, which I don't really think you need to answer, but anyway, I'll ask it because I always do. Why
mhm.
should people come and see the show?
Because there's themes in it that resonate well with today. I think there's something in it for everyone, whatever age you are. There's comedy, there's the darker, sad moments. Ultimately, if you love a love story, you'll be on board. If you love true crime, you'll be on board. If you love amazing singing and amazing vocals and beautifully written, intelligent script, you'll love it. If you love anything to do with that kind of prohibition era, you'll love it. I think, yeah, just there's something in it for everyone to take home and enjoy.
It's one of my favorites. It really is. And I was counting up how much I've seen this year, and I'm up to 25. That is a number. And I was like, oh, it's we say this. My bank account's not screaming because many of them were press nights. It's okay. It's okay. I was invited to some of them. Mom, don't tell me off, okay? I'm not spending my entire loan on theatre tickets. Most of it, but not all of it. But no, I will hopefully be back to see you all again on tour because it's a fantastic show. And I'll leave a ticket link in the description for Woking for everywhere else. I'll link the tour website. You can go because it's so good. So good.
Oh.
And you've got like changing cast members as well. You've got Danny joining you soon. I don't know when Danny joins in. That'd be
Um, I think supposed to be. It was supposed to be April, but I think there's some scheduling issues at the moment.
And then
So yeah,
we've got Daisy as well joining
yeah, Dave.
as Blanche. So that's going to be really great. Lots of different cast members coming in, lots of opportunities to see new people in the show
Yeah.
and to go and see you, who's absolutely outstanding. So go and get your tickets. But aside from that, I just want to thank you for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. And anyone for watching this video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Those things really help because it lets me know that you like what I'm producing, and then I kind of get the grasp of what I'm doing and not just sat in my room talking to myself for a long time. But aside from that, thanks so much, and I'll see you all in the next episode.